Okay, the brush that I'm showing you guys is like a really good brush if you are gonna be like slicking your hair back a lot. I ordered it, hasn't came in the mail yet, but it's more of like a paddle brush. The one I have is a little bit super skinny. Um, I lost my good one last time I went. I think I lost it in Miami. I never came home with it. So I got this one instead, but I'm waiting for that good paddle brush to come in. Basically, when you slick your hair back, I like to use one of these, like, I think it's like Boar bristle, but it's a bristle brush. Um, but this one's just like too skinny. When you have a thick one, I feel like you can really like maneuver it better, especially if you have a lot of hair. I don't have a ton of hair, so I feel like this is doing the job right now, but like I'm waiting for that brush to come in the mail because I know it's just going to be so much better. But yeah, I think these are like Boar brushes. It's almost like, I don't know, feels kind of cool. But it's like a Boar brush, and that's how you can get like all these little baby hairs. One time on vacation, I forgot my brush and I had to literally use a toothbrush to get my hair slicked back. But it's kind of like almost same texture. Like you need something that's gonna be like coarse to like really like slick it back and keep it. Um, the toothbrush. Um, yeah. How do you want me to show you? So I'm like putting like a decent amount of pressure on it. We really just want to like slick it. So TikTok said you really want to go where this like divides. You really want to go from like the bottom up, which is kind of like a hard angle. So I'm not a professional, but neither is TikTok. So, but this is kind of like how like the Hadids like do their buns. Whereas like before, I was, I mean, I'm not a professional, but before I was like doing it like there and then tying it, which is like a tiny bit too low. I don't think it looks bad though. But yeah, like I was doing it more like below the ear, but you definitely don't get like that like snatched brow if you do it lower. So you just want to keep everything like up here, which can kind of be hard to be honest. Especially if you have a lot of hair. One of my friends has a ton of hair, and she was like, the bun is like a workout, which is true. I do feel like it is, but it just looks so good and like effortlessly like put together for vacation. But yeah, I'm just like throwing this back up. Getting your hair slicked back nicely is like the hardest thing in the world. If you have baby hairs in your front, like the front of your hair, like using a smaller brush like this or even like a toothbrush might actually like help you. Um, but the paddle brush that's on the screen right now is great to like get the whole thing back, but then you're gonna have to fine tune. So I was showing in like the beginning, um, when I was doing this, like I did it like twice. So I like put it up with just water, no gel, and like try to get the shape, and then I went in with this, the Aesop's like sculpting polish, and then put that in, and then like redid the bun. So sometimes you have to do it a couple times to kind of like get it where you want it. So to tame them, you need something like hardcore. This sculpting polish isn't like totally hardcore. It's actually feels pretty soft, which is nice. I do think it does a good job to like hold things down, but you might need something like. Sometimes I'll use like my husband. My husband has like I don't even know the brand of it, but it's like Got to Be like Gone or something. I actually think it's this brand. Yeah, Gotta Be Glued. This is the hairspray, and it's literally like it's glue. Um, if you've ever seen that like TikTok where the lady does like Gorilla Glue on her hair to slick it back, and then has to go to like the hospital. If you haven't seen that TikTok, watch it. But this like reminds me of it. So Got to Be Glued makes a paste. So my husband uses that to like slick his hair back, and sometimes I'll steal that because sometimes you need it for these like baby pieces to like really put them down. So you gotta like really get them down. Also, like you might need them like here and in the back. Like, I always need them in the back because I have short hair. Um, but yeah, so it's gotta be glued, just like CBS, but they make a product that's like a paste, and it will slick those baby pieces back. Also, in the past, I've used like clear brow gel. Like Anastasia Beverly Hills makes one but you could just get one at like CVS. But I've heard people using clear brow gel. I've done it before too. I never bought it again because I just use this like got to be glued if I need it. But so clear brow gel kind of helps too. So you can actually just like use the wand of the brow gel and like put it in the corners. But yeah, you're gonna need something like heavy duty sometimes. We went to Cancun in December and did like a boat trip, a day boat thing, where we like went out on a boat for the day, and it was so windy that I used just my husband's got to be glued paste, like, and I slicked the whole thing back because I was like, I'm not gonna last out here. My scrunchie will be blowing in the wind. So, yeah, sometimes you gotta really use something sturdy. But yeah, that's my rant on that. So I kind of hope that helps, and I didn't like ramble too much. But yeah, sometimes you gotta use something like super sturdy to get all those baby pieces. This I like because it's softer, but like if it was like super windy out or something, like this might not be enough for me, and I'm gonna have to like do something a little more extreme. I do have one more thing to show you guys, which let me put it on the screen. It's kind of crazy because I have very short hair.